Proverbs 21:21 says, "The one who pursues righteousness and faithful love will find life, righteousness, and honor." In my case, it should go on to say, if I don't find righteousness and love, all I'm going to do is find misery at the bottom of a vodka bottle. One of the most humbling experiences of a man's life is to look at his family and see the destructive results of his failure to lead them. For years, I was lost. I didn't quite know what I was supposed to be chasing, so I chased what felt good. It was easier for me to ignore a problem at home than to deal with it, so they added up. Before long, I'd rather stay at work than come home. I looked the other way when problems happened, and I consistently chose to run to a bottle of vodka than to lead the way a husband and father should. Now, I have a divorce under my belt, a son I don't hear much from, and another son that's about to get married who may not be totally prepared for it. I'm terrified of them making some of the same mistakes that I did. And why would they do any different? I led them by my example. My sons are incredible young men with amazing potential. But they're grown, so the only thing I can do anymore is to talk, if they're willing to listen, and to pray that by the grace of God, they see the cause of my failures and steer clear of the same mistakes. I should have been present to teach them the life lessons they needed to be equipped to face life successfully. I should have been present to show them what a dedicated, loving husband looks like. All I thought about back then was me. I didn't realize that you create an echo with every choice you make in regards to your family. How you treat your wife is how your son will treat your future daughter-in-law. How you choose to manage money is exactly how your kids will manage money. Whether or not you're honest will determine whether or not your kids live a life of integrity. My dad died of alcoholism 2 years ago. He was on his third marriage when he died, and wasn't what I would consider a man of integrity. I loved my dad dearly, but I wish he'd given me a better example to lead by. And I wish I had realized a few things before I passed some of those same lessons on to my boys. I wonder how many more negative aspects of his echo will go on. I'm still a work in progress, but I've grown enough to understand that God has given me a duty and a unique role at the head of my family that is not designed for my wife to fill. Trish supports me and encourages me to keep learning and growing, but it comes down to me being disciplined enough to lead. I choose my wife and kids over me. I accept God's task to be a warrior for Him, not only at work on our rapidly declining streets, but at home as well. The enemy is always looking for cracks into my home and into the minds of my wife and kids. I will not sit by and do nothing to stop him. Whether it's taking the time to deal with a problem at home, or spending time talking with my sons, or simply praying for them if they don't want to talk, I will be the godly husband and father I was designed to be. If you're a husband or father, you're also a warrior. Whether you accept it or not, you carry the responsibility and the very real consequences of that job. Somebody or something will win the hearts and minds of your family, and they will either learn from the world around them or they will learn from you. Are you going to sit back and do nothing, or are you going to fight for them? Are you going to teach them and equip them for what might come up in life? You are so much more than you realize. You were designed to be a warrior. You were designed to fight. What you choose to do or not to do will be carried on for generations to come. Choose to be a warrior and choose to fight.